What's going on, folks, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be talking about the TideWe Deep Wade waders. Now, I'm doing this review a little bit different. I've seen some on YouTube, that people have done, and they've all had the waders on. They've been standing in water and they're just kind of briefly talking about it. We're going to do this a little bit different. I'm not going to have the waders on, even though I have had them on. Haven't been hunting with them yet because season's not in for me, but I have tried them on, wore them around a little bit around the office area, and I'm really liking them. Looking forward to trying them out this year. If you're familiar with the channel, then you know that I've been working with TideWe for the last couple of years. They sent me these waders to try out and do a review on, so this is my honest review and opinion about these waders. So I'm going to pick up the camera where I can show you these features up close and personal so you can see exactly what I'm talking about and have a clear understanding. First off, we'll start off with the buckles. TideWe has the big clip buckles. I don't know what the name, what style or you call these. Where Sitka waders like have the little hook that goes in here and they kind of hook into each other. This has the actual buckle. So when you depress these two little buttons here, it'll pop up and then it snaps in. Here's the style of buckle that I prefer on a wader. As well as it has elastic shoulder straps. That is a big thing for me. I love waders that have elastic straps because if they're not elastic, when you're bending over, they're just pulling against you, extremely uncomfortable. On the back side of these waders, it has this little triangle piece that is adjustable. You can slide that up and down to fit your height of your back to make your shoulder straps more comfortable. Big thumbs up, TideWe. On the front side of these waders, what looks like a pocket right here is actually not a pocket. When I first got these, I thought this was like a flap, but it's not. It's just, I guess, to give the appearance of a pocket. But this is a pocket. It has a front zip pocket, waterproof, zipper pocket in there. Keep your stuff nice and dry. Holds 3 shells on the outside. One thing I really don't like about this is that you can go all the way through that. I would prefer one side to be sewed closed, but hey, not a deal breaker. Has a traditional belt buckle across the bottom. This one also is elastic, something you really don't see. A lot of times you see just like a nylon belt, Well, this one is elastic, so it stretches with you. Way more comfortable, a lot more flexibility when you're putting on heavier clothes or bending around, moving. A lot better flexibility. Same buckle as the shoulder straps. I think this was a great idea they did with this elastic belt, waist belt. Now, this is a front zip deep wade wader. Now, they have got right here, my hat is off to TideWe here, okay? Huge thumbs up, 2 thumbs up actually, for TideWe. This is a YKK Aqua Seal zipper. Anybody who knows anything about zippers, YKK is top of the line. That is like the best in my opinion, and there'll be a lot of other people who agree with you on that. YKK Aqua Seal zipper, super nice, high quality zipper. Nice little strap right here on the front for easy zip up and down. When you first get these waders, that zipper is going to be a little tight, which you want it to be tight, but you can put a little bit of they make some zipper lube that you can get and you can put on there, kind of like what comes with like a Yeti cooler, bag cooler. You can put that stuff on there and it makes that zipper a whole lot easier, but it doesn't bother me. It's not that big of a deal, and it's not inconvenient that it is a little tight. I kind of like it. It doesn't bother me one bit. It's not a big deal. It has the neoprene backing behind it. Whenever you zip it up, that neoprene is between you and the zipper, making it a lot comfortable against your chest and your clothing. Nothing to snag on, so you don't have to worry about like zipping your jacket up in there. You got a little something there between you. Really like that. On this side of the waders, pretty much the exact same thing as the other. It gives the appearance of like a front opening flap style pocket, but it's not actually a pocket. It has the waterproof zippered pocket right here, and once again 3 shell holders on the front, which are open front and back for easy access. You might like that. It's not really a big deal for me. I would prefer it to be sewed like I said before, but definitely not a deal breaker. And who knows, after I hunt with it some, it may be a new thing for me. It might be something that I really like. Now, on the inside of these waders, they have another pocket on the inside of the chest, zippered pocket. You can store your phone, maybe a license, things like that, things you don't want to get wet. don't really want to keep on the outside pockets, you can keep them on the inside. There's one on the left and as well on the right. Exact same pocket, same size, zippered pocket on each side of the chest. One behind this pocket and one behind this pocket. Up here by the shoulder straps, it has the front D-rings on the front side, each side of the shoulder, which is great. You know, if you got Texas rigs, you can hang your carabiners right there. You don't lose them. That's pretty much what they come in handy for. Or if you need to hang your waders up, you know, it's just another anchor point somewhere you can pick something up and hang them up, let them dry out, what have you, those type of things. On the side of these waders, there is another hand pocket. Behind the front pocket, there is a hand pocket that goes in there. It's perfect. I really like that pocket. It's fleece lined, as you can tell. It also has the waterproof zipper, so it's a water sealed pocket. So if you get in some deeper water, you can zip that pocket up and your hand pocket doesn't get water in it. So when you get back in shallower water, you have a nice warm place to stick your hands. Behind that, on the side, for you bigger guys, if you're a bigger guy, or not even that, if it's just really cold outside and you've got on some extra layers, you can zip this pocket or zip this down on the side and it gives you a lot more slack. Open that zipper up and it gives you a little extra fabric on each side. There's one on both sides, and that will allow you to have a little more room for your sides, for a little more flexibility, a little more maneuverability, allow for a little extra layering this duck season, trying when you're out there in the field and have to put on a few extra clothes and try to stay warm. That right there can come in handy. And if you're a bigger guy and your waders fit tight around you, you can unzip that and you can get a little bit of relief. Now let's talk about the back side of these waders. Really no big features there other than said they have the little Kevlar type fabric that's on for your back side around your rear end and the back side up pretty much down to the back of your knees where your knee would be in right there. Gives you a little added protection when you're sitting down. You know, if you're sitting on a log or in a chair, it just helps keep some protection between whatever you're sitting on or rubbing up against, leaned up against, and the actual fabric of the wader. Now this is like a 4-layer fabric. It's extremely waterproof, really like it, and they've got it camoed in the Veil camo, Veil Wetlands camo. It's a pretty cool looking pattern. It kind of looks like it's like a graffiti or something, like it's a spray paint, just kind of a messy looking pattern, but it looks pretty good. You know, up against this shadow grass here, it kind of blends in. If you had some other vegetation around you, it would help you hide and stay hidden in the field. Now let's talk about the legs area and the boot. Beginning at the knee, you've got some extra fabric over the outside of the camo fabric, which is helping protect that knee from abrasions and cuts and those type things. Got some holes right here that allow some ventilation. And what that's for is, you know, because there's going to get water's going to get in there behind your knees. Well, on the back side of these waders, there are vent holes. And that is so when the water can escape and can come out as you're walking, and when you come out of the water, you know, and this vent hole up here kind of lets it go through, kind of like pouring gas out of a gas can. It doesn't create a suction effect and cause the legs to bag. So the water is allowed to escape. It has TideWe down the legs. And now we're going to talk about these boots. Now these boots, you know, I've been wearing TideWe waders for years, and that's always been my #1 complaint, that the boot is not that comfortable, that I wish they had put an insole in there. Well, they did. They added a whole new boot, whole new style of boot on here. You know, it's got a cushioned sole on it. It actually has an insole inside the boot, and if you lift the leg up, you'll see that it's got like this neoprene type section on it that allows for a whole lot more flexibility around your ankle, between your ankle and your about midways of your shin, which makes the boot way more flexible, way more comfortable, and has a very aggressive tread pattern on the bottom to help you keep good traction while you're walking to and from the marsh and the slick areas, you know, climbing over logs, mud, muck, those type of things. So really looking forward to you using these waders this year. The boot's going to be a whole lot more comfortable than what they've had in the past. Really can't wait to try them out. Now I know that was a pretty quick overview and my kind of first general impression of these waders and what my expectations are. I'm really looking forward to these waders this year. We're going to be leaving out on our first official trip of the season in about a week. So gonna get to try these out. Can't wait to do it. I think the boot is a major improvement. Hats off to TideWe. Maybe they watched the videos, picked up on the comments, and the comments that I've made about the boots in the past and how they just weren't that comfortable. They were warm, but they weren't that comfortable. So hopefully these boots is going to be a step in the right direction. I've already had them on. I've wore the waders around the office, walked around outside with them some, and they are night and day difference as far as comfort in the boot compared to what they've had in the past. So I'm really looking forward to these set of waders this year. If you want to pick these waders up, go to TideWe.com. Be sure and use discount code BBW100 to save yourself $100 off of these front zip deep wade waders. So I'm looking forward to wearing these waders. I will do another video on these waders. I might even do it halfway through the season. That way you kind of see, I can kind of give you some insight on what my honest thoughts are on how they're holding up, the comfort level, everything about these waders as I wear them, instead of waiting till the end of season and doing like an end of season review, which I will do anyway. But I think I'm going to do like a midway season review again, just to touch base and kind of let you know how these waders are performing and their comfort and durability. So want to pick these up, TideWe.com, use discount code BBW100. And that's all I got for you today, folks. So until next time, y'all bust them up.